Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Learn World. Myself Manoj Kumar. Today we are going to see the concept of types of research. In the last class we saw some concept about research, and in today we are going to see the types of research. We all very well know that what is means by research here. Research refers to finding the unknown things using known one. We are going to find again and again to get new knowledge. So the concept is same here. So what is means by types of research? So we are using the same concept of research, but we are seeing that how many ways we are going to do research. So there are some types of research we are going to see there. We are listing here some types of research, and we are going to elaborate some of them only, and those are descriptive research, analytical research, applied research, fundamental research, quantitative research, qualitative research, conceptual research, empirical research, one-time research or longitudinal research, field setting research or laboratory or simulation research, clinical or laboratory research, historical research, conclusion oriented research, and last one is decision oriented research. So these are the types of research we are going to see today, and from these some of the research we are going to explain one by one. So we are going to start with first type of research, that is descriptive research. The descriptive research tells that survey and fact finding inquiries. Here descriptive research is used when we are going to make surveys. Surveys means we are going to conduct some theoretical matters where we are going to find that what is already happened, and we are going to find those facts to establish new object. So description of state of affairs as it exists at present. So the word descriptive, the word itself tells that what is descriptive here. The descriptive means we are going to explain what is presently it is present. For example, if you say anything, describe anything means we are going to telling something about that object. Here also descriptive research means if we apply descriptive research on anything or subject, then we are going to explain that object or that thing presently how it is present, presently how it is occurs. So it is refers to descriptive research. The descriptive research is also called ex post facto research because the research we are conducting on those things which has already happened. That is, for example, we are going to find a historical subjects. In that we are exposing what is presently it gets over. So this comes under descriptive research. Has no control over variables. Here descriptive research does not have any control on variable because this concept, that thing and that subject is already happened. We can't do anything in that subject. We can't alter the any concept. We are just going to study that what has happened and what is presently we are going to represent them. Can only report what has happened or what is happening. So this is comes under descriptive research. Next we will see analytical research. Analytical research refers to has to use facts or information already available. In the descriptive research we see that those we are going to find the facts which are present. So using descriptive research we are going to analyze those concepts and elaborating that what conditions or what results we can going to take on that subject is happens with the help of analytical research. Analyze these to make critical evaluation of material. The word analytical research refers to we are going to analyze the given concept. For example, if we consider present situation, the present situation in India is the India suffering from the coronavirus. So what we do, so already it has been suffered. So we are going to apply the descriptive research. Descriptive research tells us what has been already happened. So we are going to collecting them and now we are going to analyze those concepts. How? In this way that we are collecting all details and we are going to analyze that what already happened. So, for example, if when we collected details, we can know that how many people has been death because of coronavirus and how many people has been still suffering from the coronavirus. So these are the subject or objects which are analyzed using the analytical research. And the next one is fundamental research. Fundamental research refers to generalization. What is generalization? Means we are going to explain the things. Here fundamental research, formulation of a theory, gaining knowledge for knowledge sake, is pure or basic research. Finding information, example, with view to make generalization about human behavior. Here fundamental research refers to what? We are going to see that it's a fundamental research is also called basic research or pure research. So what is actually means fundamental research? Fundamental research is carried out with theoretical works. What is means by theoretical works? For example, as I already gave an example, if you are a mathematics student and you are facing any problem, some problem to solve a particular problem, and we don't have any formula, then we are going to apply fundamental research. So we are going to get or invent some formula to solve that research. By solving this, the problem is solved and the stock of knowledge that you have, it is increased, and it is going to be new invention in the history of mathematics. But it will not giving any social and it will not giving any social valuations, because it is helpful to you, it gives name to you, but it is not any helpful for the society. So in fundamental we can say that it's a theory based research. Here your knowledge is going to increase, because that is the stock of knowledge that you have, it increased at one more step. Then we will see applied research. Here applied research refers to finding a solution for an immediate problem, for pressing practical problem. So society, industrial, business organizations aimed at certain conclusions. Marketing research, evaluation research. Here applied research refers to we are going to find the solution for an immediate problem. So how to say that, how to find a solution for an immediate problem? We are going to see one or two examples. For example, think that if you are facing a problem before invention of online payment, what if going to be happen if there is no online payment? Then what we have to do? If you want to pay to any person, then we have to go physically to that person place and we have to pay the money, and this will be continuous until the whole life. So what is problem here? Here physically we have to present at any place to pay that person to money. So to solve this problem we have find a online payment. So this is an kind of example. Or we can say that presently our India facing a coronavirus, because of that so many people caused to death. So what we have to do? We have to find an immediate problem that will going to be cure people from the coronavirus. So we are going to apply the immediate actions to solve a particular problem. Here applied research is not only theoretical, it is also practical. In the applied research we are going to find theoretical works that we are using fundamental research, and we are going to find the practical solution for the given present problem. And the applied research is society welfare, because of applied research the social problems are going to be solved. So it is a part of social problems. And the next one is quantitative research, based on measurement of quantity or amount expressed in terms of quantity. Quantitative research, the word itself telling that quantity. How we are going to say that quantity? As I said before, given an example that presently the India facing about a coronavirus, So how the quantitative research going to help us? So we are going to make a quantitative research on this present situation, and I am given a task that uh, make a count or find the number of people who are going to be suffering from the coronavirus, who are suffering from the coronavirus, and who already death because of coronavirus. So what we are going to do, we are going to make a list of people who were death because of coronavirus, who were suffering presently. So you are going to telling them in some quantity, for example some lakh, some crore, or some amount. So here quantitative research expressed. And the next one is qualitative research. Qualitative research is concerned with qualitative phenomena. Here what is meant by qualitative? Quality means you are not expressing the objects in terms of numbers. We are expressing in terms of quality. That it is also comes in motivation research, an important type. For example, how people feel or what they think about a particular subject or institution, or to discover underlying motives and seek guidance. We will see some example about qualitative research. We take an example of coronavirus of presently facing India, and we expressed those in quantitative research, that how many people death because of coronavirus. Now you are applying qualitative research to find who were the people presently death because of coronavirus, and who were caused and presently suffering because of coronavirus. So in qualitative research, we are not going to express them in only in terms of amount. We are going to express in terms of description. For example, we are in because of quality, we are saying that who were death because of coronavirus, who his name, gender, and from where he is present. So these are also comes under quality of research. And the next one is conceptual research. Conceptual research is related to abstract ideas or a theory. Here abstract ideas here the word conceptual refers to it is not physically present, it is only present in our mind. Here related to abstract ideas or theory, the ideas which we are making to solve the problem, still it is not physically present, but it is still going on our mind, that how we are going to make a theory and how we are going to solve the problem by finding the new things. To develop new concepts, reinterpret existing ones. We are going to develop a new concept, means making a research. Because of research, we are finding the new things and we are developing the new concepts. And reinterpret existing ones, that we are going to studying again and again those existing things with the help of conceptual research, that is verified by empirical research. The conceptual research is verified by empirical research. We are going to see the what is means by empirical research here, then we will know the exact meaning of conceptual research. Now see what is empirical research. Empirical research is data based research, relies on experience, observation alone. The empirical research also say we are going to call it as an experimental research. Experiment is carried not going to be directly in the before going to be experiment, we are going to think about what is going to be do in this concept, what is going to be happened at the last after completion of experiment. So empirical research is data based research. As we said, empirical research is experimental research, means to do experiment we need some data to do research. So it is an empirical research. Second point is it relies on experience or observation based. We are going to make a experiment on experience based. How? What is experience? We are going to face some situation on that. By using those, we are going to make experiment, and making observation, we are going to make an empirical research. Next is verified by observation or experiment, the same thing. And the fourth one is works to get enough facts to prove true or disprove hypothesis. Here we are using the word hypothesis. Here hypothesis refers to we are making a constructing one theory, that we are going to say that after making an experiment or research, this may be going to happen like this, or that might be going to happen like this, but it is not confirmed that it will be happen like this. We are observing, we are making a guess that it may be happen like this, or we can say that it is an educated guess. We can say that hypothesis that works to get enough facts to prove or disprove. So empirical research is also known as experimental research. So what we are going to do here, we are going to collect the data. We are making a hypothesis that we are collecting data, and we are saying that data after experiment will going to be happen like this, and proving or disproving those hypotheses. Whatever we made guess, we are going to do with the help of scientific methods and going to prove that it will be happen or it will not be. So it will come under empirical research. And the last point is, evidence gathered by this is most powerful support possible for a given hypothesis. Because in the experiment, hypothesis is very important, because before making an experiment, we are going to conclude that it's going to be happen like this. So we are making that hypothesis and going to be start our experiment. And when we start our experiment, we are going to use the data which are present, and using those data we are going to do experiment on those data, and concluding that what our made hypothesis, it is really exist, it is true or not. So these are the some kinds of types of research. So we today saw those, and in the next videos we are going to saw some of the methods and methodologies about research. Thank you everyone. If you like our video, then please subscribe to our channel Learn World. Thank you.